There is a thunderstorm rolling in. It has been raining nonstop here in Germany for the past 2, maybe even 3 weeks now. Lightning struck on camera and you can just see me panic because I think it struck so close to where I'm sitting that I felt like the aftershock. This thunderstorm is probably going to be going on for the better half of this video, so if you notice that in the background, it is here to stay. And I have spent the better part of this morning completely reorganizing the studio. I added more shelves, I made better systems, and it feels kind of like I doubled the space of a usable studio. For those of you who are new here, my name is Maddie. A few months ago, I decided to revisit ceramics after years away from the wheel. I turned this garage, which was once full of mold, garbage, and giveaway items, into a little makeshift studio, and now I'm realizing I can't seem to keep myself away from it for more than a day. This week, I'm craving a slower pace. I'm between 2 big, time-intensive pottery videos, last week's and what's still to come. So I thought I'd try something totally new today, a challenge inspired by what small business potters around the world are doing every single day: production pottery. We've got 20 bats. I'm thinking 20 identical mugs. I don't know if all 20 of these mugs are going to turn out well, but I think the intention here is to try to make some mugs that eventually can go towards a collection I can sell online. I've really enjoyed making things for myself, but there is something so wonderfully challenging about trying to make the same thing over and over and over again, and I find myself kind of addicted to it, and it's something that I really want to challenge myself to do. I just went and I threw a practice mug and I really like it. I actually kind of got inspiration off of Pinterest. But then I realized if I'm really going to make mugs to sell, I should probably make what feels the most true to me. And I currently am in a stage where I never use handled mugs. Ellie and I use these to drink our morning coffee every single day. I can get so caught up in everything I have to do each week, all the to-dos on my list I haven't checked off yet, that it's really challenging for me to look back and feel proud of how far I've already come. I think a lot of us do this. It still really blows my mind that I can now walk through the house and see so much of the pottery I've already made, and it's been a nice physical reminder to slow down and appreciate the work I've already done. So I hope that this little moment serves as a reminder to you to remember and appreciate how far you've come too. But I would love to make these again, but make them a little bit bigger, glazed with a little bit more knowledge and research, but still have this shape. It reminds me of florals, you know, and I just think that they're so cute. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I just really love both versions. I'm going to do 10 of each, which is even more of a challenge, I think, because I'll have to completely switch gears and try to nail down with precision the exact same shapes that I've already tried. Weighing out 333 grams for the other cups because I thought it was kind of cute. We have our bat and we want to get it right in the middle. And now we can begin. It is currently 1:48, so it took me quite a while just to get everything ready. I definitely want to get some of those headphones that go over your ears because my headphones come out sometimes. But I am currently listening to the 4th book of the Stormlight Archives. There is absolutely no room for ego in ceramics, and I find myself continuously humbled every single time I go to the wheel. When I started my first cup, I was so confident and so enthusiastic about the fact that I've finally been nailing centering that I wasn't paying enough attention and made my bottom way too thin. Luckily, I was able to correct this. You can use a little extra ball of clay and kind of smush it into the bottom of the pot, but it then meant that my walls were way too high, the whole pot was a little wobbly, and I needed to trim a lot off. Essentially, the only way to achieve the pot you're trying to make is to utilize your whole self for each throw. Your mind, your body, and your memory all work together, and there's something extremely satisfying about putting my full focus and attention on each vessel that puts me into a bit of a flow state. But only when I drop the ego can I put my full attention into what I'm creating. 1 done, 9 more to go. I wanted to show you guys a bit more of what this looks like in real time, just for this second pot. When I started out in ceramics months ago, I had my wheel going probably twice as fast as it is today and wondered why I had slip all over myself at the end of each throwing session and a ton of wobbly pots. With time and practice, I've noticed that the slower I go, the more control I have. When I slow down and really pay attention, my work gets better, and more importantly, I enjoy the work more. It's less messy, less complicated, and I deal with fewer errors when I'm farther along. That allows me to be more grounded, more steady, and I also have more energy because I feel less frustrated with a properly working pot. I can honestly think of so many ways that this craft is a metaphor for the rest of my life, but I will leave it here for now. Two, 3, 4, here's 5. Halfway through, guys. It is 3:10. I have 5 done. I'm gonna go have a quick lunch and then we'll be back. I really want to see how long it takes me overall to throw 20 pots, including the times where I have failed pots. I've been leaving my pottery wheel in the garden with the tarp over it so that whenever there is nice weather, I can always throw outside. Germany just has so few months of lovely weather that we really have to take advantage of it. The sponsor of this week's video is Jackery, and right next to me is the Jackery 3000 B2, the only reason that I'm able to do this. So while I'm trimming a few pots that I actually threw earlier today, let's talk about this power station. If you guys have been around for a while, you'll know I am no stranger to power stations. I use them all the time. I use this one every single day, and Jackery continues to be a company that is at the forefront of beautiful design, both inside and out in power stations. The Jackery 3000 B2 is nearly 50% more compact and 43% lighter than the industry standard, which actually makes it the lightest and most compact 3000 watt-hour power station on the market. This power station is part of the new V2 series, which ranges from 250 watts to 3000 watts, and every model is designed to be smaller and more portable than anything else in its category. For a 3000 watt-hour unit, it is definitely the most compact and lightest that I've ever seen, and by now I have seen a lot. One of the reasons for this is that its battery pack is designed similar to the most cutting-edge technology in the automotive industry. This makes it more compact, and it also makes it safer. It also features AI variable speed charging, which means it monitors things like overcurrent, overheating, and overcharging, and adjusts its charging speed to protect the battery. This power station also comes with a 3-year warranty, but you can actually extend that to 5 years if you just reach out to Jackery. That kind of long-term support is so important when you're investing in reliable off-grid power. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, you can go ahead and click on the link in the description box below. All right, guys, had my lunch. It's 3:29 and we are back ready to power through 15 pots. Honestly, this is really fun. All right, you guys, I definitely almost lost this one. I think I pulled the walls too fast. And she looks pretty good, all things considered. Lucky number 7. Here's number 8, number 9, 10 out of 10, with only one little flop. It's gonna be interesting to completely change gears now, but I think I can do it. I'm really feeling on a roll. I feel so good. A little bit of stretching before I launch in for the second half. Alrighty. It's so hard to get the exact shape that I'm after. I want it to definitely be thin enough that you can still comfortably hold it in your hands without a handle, you know what I mean? There's one. There goes another. Here's number 3. Number 4. 6. 7. Here we've got 8. Alright, you guys, we have 2 more to go. And I am tired. I am pretty ready to be done. It is about 6 o'clock now. So I've been throwing for hours and hours and hours. It stopped raining. But we are going to finish this and then definitely call it for the day. Alright, you guys, it is 6:32 and I just finished my 20th pot. I am so curious how long this took me altogether. I've been in the studio for at least like 4, maybe even 5 hours now, but I wasn't doing this the entire time, but pretty much the whole time. So it'll be cool to know how long that took me this time and then see how I improve over the years at maybe getting a little faster, maybe a little more efficient. I'm very happy to report that I only had 1 flop out of all 20. So a 19 out of 20 success rate is something I am very, very happy with. But that is definitely it for me today. My fingers are super pruny. I have so much respect for potters who are throwing dozens of pots every single day. And I'll definitely have to sort through my posture because my back is definitely a little achy. I've heard that you can raise your pottery wheel and maybe I'll try that. But it was fun to just hang out and throw pottery with you guys. I wish you could be here and we could all do it together. All thousands of us. I have all 42 of our pots out on display right now. I feel so happy with how they turned out. I know that they're definitely not all twins. As someone who has never really done this before, has never just sat down and thrown pots for 4 hours straight, a little over 4 hours straight, I think that I did really, really well. It was definitely a lot easier to do style 1 repetitively than style 2. A short square shape that is only ever so slightly flared out is a lot easier than trying to get the barrel shape exactly right on every single mug, because even if you measure the height and the width, I might not have the belly flared out enough, you know the drill. And I also think that when I go to trim them, I can make them look a little bit more alike one another. And I'll have to just keep on workshopping it. Maybe these don't all make it through the kiln. Maybe not all of them make it into an online shop one day, but I'm sure that some of them will. I did the math and I determined that I did each pot in approximately 13 minutes and 15 seconds, which is kind of a long time. I realized though when I was walking in here to film this that I didn't include the 2 pots that I made. I didn't make 40, I made 42 because I made sample versions of each one. So I didn't count that. None of the counts of running inside to go to the bathroom or get some water or some more coffee were counted either, or maybe a snack. And so I am very curious to see how I'll be able to maybe shave off some time in the future, but that's definitely not the priority. The priority is just to continue to improve my skills. My favorite YouTuber, Florian Gatsby, who has been doing pottery for I think well over a decade, says that each of his pots take him approximately 2 minutes to throw. So that's just reference for those of you out there who are wondering. 13 minutes and 15 seconds for a newbie like me compared to a professional who can throw in 2 minutes or maybe even less depending on what they're throwing. But this was a really fun challenge, a really fun experiment, and it was so nice to just have a cozy thunderstorm in the studio. I hope that you guys liked this laid back version of a video, and I will see you guys next week. I have something huge planned. It is just about time to harvest our entire garden. We've already been eating a lot of the things that we've grown ourselves, but I decided that we should throw a little harvest party, and I want to throw all of the dinnerware that we have during this party here in the studio. So it should be a really fun, whimsical, outdoor, and hopefully sunny video. There is sun in the forecast, and I will see you guys then. Thank you for being here, my friends. Someone is bumping the tunes. The entire studio. Oh, did that hit my house? Like, holy sh... Oh, I need to grab my clay, which is important. I need to go check on Liza after that. Oh.